Local police said that they closed their investigation after a post-mortem exam found no evidence of violence or criminal activity, so foul play was ruled out pretty much straight away. His official death date was confirmed as being the 20th of September, but there was information from a person who found Josh's body. They lived actually looking onto those woods, and they claimed that they saw Josh in the woods, and they initially just thought that he was drunk and had fallen asleep. So they didn't go over to him, they just left him there. But a few hours went by and they couldn't stop thinking about it, and they kind of thought maybe I should go back and check that that guy's okay. So hours later, they go back, but Josh was actually in a different place. So this man touched Josh just to kind of wake him up to see what was going on, but he was cold to the touch and it was quite clear that he had passed away. This is just a bit odd when you consider the fact that he was found on the 23rd, but the police confirmed that his death was actually on the 20th, so his body had been moved by somebody the day he had been found, even though he had been dead technically for about 48 hours. Josh's family wanted to have his body sent back to the UK so that he could be laid to rest, but he was never embalmed and his body wasn't stored correctly, so he decomposed beyond repair, and then there was no choice left but to have him cremated in Spain. This absolutely broke Josh's family's hearts, which I'm sure you can imagine. There were just a number of discrepancies in Josh's disappearance and how the whole case was handled. Another little issue that I find to be quite odd is that there was phone records, obviously from Josh. They showed some communications between him and the taxi driver, and also between another number that was a Spanish number that nobody recognised, but the police were not interested in finding out who this was. The autopsy also showed injuries including superficial injuries, abrasions to the hip and hematomas and abrasions to the hands, among other things, kind of as though he might have been dragged or pulled, those kinds of injuries. It's a mystery at this point what happened to Josh, and his family just want to know what happened to him. They just want justice and answers, and it seems as though the Spanish police aren't taking this seriously.